If you're in the market for a new truck or SUV and you want to know what the most dependable models are, stay with us. I'm going to go over the 2019 J.D. Power U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. We're going to talk about who the big winners are, who the big losers are, and what you need to know about buying a new vehicle today. Hello, it's Tim Estradal. Welcome to Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. My passion is trucks and SUVs. If you haven't been here before, this channel is focused on trucks and SUVs. We talk about news, I do reviews, I do some travel. I talk about my travel there. I've been an automotive journalist for several years now. So hey, if you like what you're hearing and you want to know more about trucks and SUVs, or if you're in the market shopping, I suggest checking out this channel. Also hit subscribe and hit the bell notification to keep up with the latest going-ons in the automotive industry. So the biggest news today is going to be the 2019 J.D. Power U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. This study looks at the 3-year span of when vehicles, three-year span of vehicle surveys. And so this looks at the 2016 models, is what I'm trying to say. Goodness, trying to say is 2016 models. And it looks at the number of problems experienced per 100 vehicles. And then it ranks them as far as what the consumers are saying. So this is a consumer-driven study. It's going to look at reliability as far as, there's some variety of problems these days. Transmission shifts, battery failures, voice recognition. A big thing in the study is becoming Bluetooth. Can you work with your cell phone in the truck? I know that sounds like a weird thing, but if you've ever experienced a cell phone problem in a new truck you bought and how aggravating it can be, this is a big study to look at. So let's dive right into this. So this 2019 study is going to start with, we're going to look at brands. And so you can see, I'm going to put a chart on the screen here. You're going to talk about problems per 100 vehicles and who tops the list. It's kind of no surprise to industry analysts and people who have been in the industry for a long time that Lexus, Porsche, and Toyota also top the top of the list for dependability. Those vehicles always score high for long-term dependability. What's interesting here is Chevy's right there in the mix too. Chevy and Buick, they really do a good job on their products these days, and you can look at, they're right below Toyota. Interestingly enough, as you go down this page, GMC is below industry average. It's kind of a weird thing. You're going to look down, we have Audi, we have Hyundai and Kia. Hyundai and Kia have really improved over the years. They've won some awards as far as dependability, and so it's not maybe the same Kia you're used to. As we go down, we see that Ford, Chrysler, GMC, and Ram are all below industry average, and Ram has the most amount of problems for a full-size pickup. And then we're going to go down a little bit farther in this report. I'm going to show this on the screen. We're going to look at the trucks and SUVs. They break these up in the top 3 models per segment. What's interesting here is they don't show all 3 for trucks. I don't know what's going on with that, but let's start with the small SUV. We have the Volkswagen Tiguan. The Buick Encore and Kia Sportage are tying in the segment. Small premium, you have an Audi Q3, BMW X1, compact SUV, Chevrolet Equinox, GMC Terrain, Toyota RAV4. A little surprising the Toyota RAV4 didn't place higher. Compact premium SUV is the BMW X3. Let me go back a minute. It's surprising it didn't place higher based on the problems per 100 that we saw earlier in the chart. BMW X3 in the compact premium, the Porsche Macan, the Infiniti QX50. And then let's jump over to midsize premium SUV, Lexus GX, Lexus RX, Mercedes-Benz GLE, the minivan, Chrysler Town & Country, Toyota Sienna, large SUV, the Ford Expedition beats out the Chevy Tahoe and Chevy Suburban. A little bit of surprise there. And then let's get into trucks. So, let's go to midsize SUV as well. So the Hyundai Santa Fe, Chevy Traverse, Toyota Highlander. But okay, so then let's get into trucks. I really want to get to trucks, but I want to talk to the SUVs first. So midsize pickup, Nissan Frontier. Kind of no surprise to those who know about the Nissan Frontier. On the one hand, it's been out forever and it says least amount of technology, so it's going to have less problems than more of a technology-focused vehicle. The Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyon round out the top 3. I do wonder where the Tacoma is in that. If the Tacoma Toyota placed 3rd in the list of brands, and now it didn't even make the list of highest ranked for midsize pickup. A little surprising. I bet you those numbers are pretty close to each other. Large light-duty pickup truck, Toyota Tundra wins. Chevy Silverado 2nd. The large heavy-duty, Chevy Silverado again places high, and Ford Super Duty rounds off the list there. And so I think it's interesting when you look at this is that Chevy to me is making quite a bit of progress here in dependability and is placing pretty high on all these charts versus Toyota. Toyota's long known for dependability, but here's Chevy coming along and saying, hey, you know what, we're going dependability as well. And we've seen some questionable advertising Chevy has done along this. I'll put a link above about dependability. And so we're trying to play it up. Toyota doesn't really play it up as much as Chevy does as far as in their advertising. They still talk about it, but it's not that big of a deal. As they don't make it a central focus, I should be saying. But it is something that people know Toyota brand for, something they buy a Tundra for, and it really helps the resale value. One of the things that you'll talk about with the dependability is that what vehicles have a higher resale value? Well, here, look at this list. Those vehicles that have the better dependability tend to have a higher resale value. Kind of goes hand in hand. So I thought it was pretty interesting news this morning, talking about different trucks and SUVs and where they ranked in a 2019 J.D. Power U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. So for more pickup truck and SUV news, make sure you check us out on pickuptrucktalk.com. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm on all three of them. Type in Pickup Truck Talk. You will find me. I swear, we're on there. We're going to be right there. Just type it in. Leave hate mail below. Love deleting it. Email me at tim@pickuptrucktalk.com. I should make that shorter. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.